Hello, my name is Zaina Almaita. I'm here with Dallin Crone from the band Midnight Lakes Marathon Lungs. How are you, Dallin?
I'm very, very good. Thank you for having me. I'm super excited.
That's so good. I'm really happy that you're here. So tell me a little bit about yourself. What instruments do you play?
Play the drums, first and foremost. I used to play piano a little bit, played a little guitar, a little bass, sang in choir for all 4 years of college, but I play the drum set in my band, Midnight Lakes Marathon Lungs. I play jazz drums, I play the quads in CFI drumline, and I've even played trash cans in the CFI drumline, which is cool.
So I know you're a pretty busy dude, full-time student, and you have a job, right? So how did you find time to start up a band?
Luckily, I would think if I tried to start a band now, it'd be a lot harder, but I started the band, I mean, technically not under this name, Midnight Lakes Marathon Lungs. We started the band back in high school. Me and all my friends met. And since then, we all kind of went in different places in the country. We all kind of came back, started solidifying like a sound and a way that we write music together. Came together under one name, wrote a demo tape. Our first single that we ever released was I Still Believe in the Good at Heart. It's like a 10-minute like pop jam kind of. Super, super cool. It's the most poppy song that we've ever written, one of the most poppy songs we've ever written. And then we released our album Aesthetic Medicine back in May of last year, so it's coming up on a year that that's been out. There's 8 songs on there, it's an hour almost exactly. So we were super proud of that, and shortly after that we went on tour. Actually, I think we went on tour before we released the album with our friends Doris Day, R.I.P., their band is no longer around. We went on tour with them around the West Coast, which was super fun. And then we released our album, and yeah, I guess here we are.
So Midnight Lakes Marathon Lungs, how did that name come about?
It is definitely like one of the most unique names that I've ever heard of, and it's really weird being in a band that has a name that's freaking crazy. And luckily, if you Google those 4 words, we're the only thing that will come up on the internet. And the slashes in between it are part of it, but our guitar player Chris is a literature major, and he like writes poetry sometimes, and I don't even know how he came up with this. He like said that phrase, Midnight Lakes Marathon Lungs. He's like, I think that's kind of cool. And me and Brian are like, yeah, that's super cool. We didn't even know what we wanted to do with it. We didn't know if it was an album title, a song name, whatever. We were just like, let's do it. Let's use that. And then we had a show like 2 weeks later, and we were like, well, we need a band name. So we'll use Midnight Lakes Marathon Lungs. Me and Brian didn't even know what it meant. And then like a year and a half after we had already named ourselves that, we were on tour, and Brian, our singer, our lead singer and bass player, still didn't know what it meant. And so Chris told him like the meaning behind the words Midnight Lakes Marathon Lungs, which according to Chris just kind of makes you think of like taking long walks at night and stuff. Like if you were to just go and walk around for a long time at night, that's kind of what that implies, I guess. And Brian's mind was blown, and since then we have kind of just, yeah, people call us MLML. When we were first starting out, people wanted to call us ML squared, and I thought that was too lame. So it's definitely the full package. If you want to call us anything, you call us Midnight Lakes Marathon Lungs. Don't call us Midnight Legs, that's like kind of suggestive. Don't call us Marathon Lungs, just call us Midnight Lakes Marathon Lungs. It's the whole package.
So what are you guys working on right now?
The album was released almost a year ago, and so since then we've been playing shows around the valley. We played a couple shows in like Denver and Salt Lake and stuff like that, which are really, really cool, but most of those shows comprised of music from the album. We are working on a new album essentially. We've talked about maybe doing a double album with specific themes that are exemplified on both sides of the record, and so right now we're mostly writing as much music as we can, the best music we can. We don't want to say we want a new album by January of 2019. We don't want to rush ourselves, but we're trying to be as proactive as possible to write the best music we can. We just got a new member recently, and he adds a whole new level of texture and like excitement to our music, and so yeah, we're mostly just writing music for the next album and working a little bit on our image and our marketing and stuff like that, and just trying to solidify ourselves and trying to make it so that people know what to expect from Midnight Lakes Marathon Lungs.
Awesome. It was great to have you, Dallin. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. I'm actually super excited that I'm getting interviewed and stuff.
All right, well that's all we have tonight. Thank you for watching.